What's up, guys? We are back for another video on the channel. Daily uploads are going on. You guys just saw Elam yesterday. Actually, you saw the podcast yesterday. During the podcast, I talked as if it was going up Sunday, but it ended up going up Wednesday. Sorry about that. So you guys are seeing this Thursday. The last film review you guys saw was Tuesday, Kaiir Elam, Florida. Today is another Jaguars draft pick. I was trying to go in order, and that would put Walker Little film today, but it's kind of hard to find that. So I still got to find some Walker Little film because he hasn't played since 2018, I believe, because he opted out in 2020 and then got hurt in 2019. So yeah, he hasn't played properly since 2018, and that's when I got to go back and watch that film. So I got to go find some from that. You guys will get Walker Little film eventually, I promise. But today we're moving on. Andre Cisco versus UNC, part one, or part one of Andre Cisco versus UNC. Let's go. All right, guys, we are back. So Andre Cisco is right here. He is in his zone kind of area back here. He's just going to go back here, and it's going to be a run. It's going to go here. It's going to go down. He's going to get through all three of these guys, and he's going to burst one, and Andre Cisco is going to get over there, and he's just kind of going to be the guy who's going to save the touchdown. All right, there we go. He gets through those two, and then you can see Cisco at this point starts to break down and then almost gets run right by. And then at the end, instead of properly trying to tackle him out of bounds, he tries to push him out of bounds, and Carter keeps his balance and almost scores a touchdown. There you go. Then once he starts to break down, so that, see, right here, instead of just pursuing straight to try and meet Carter as he gets here, he starts to break down here. So I guess he's trying not to over pursue, and him breaking down right here instead of just going to meet Carter there. While he's got the speed to hit him, bring him down, he gets kind of just run right by. So then it ends up a pursuit kind of thing. Let's go ahead, watch this. There you go. See, and then he starts to get run right by. And then here at the end, he's got the positioning. You want to try and grab him and pull him down. You don't want to push him, because certain guys like Carter will keep their balance and almost score a touchdown. Does he score? No, he does not. He's just short. So Cisco saves a touchdown here, but I still think he could have done a slightly better job. I understand what he was doing, so I get that. It's just, if he were to not break down, he probably makes the tackle really early, but he also could whiff, and that's a touchdown. Or he could just wrap up and get a couple yards, which at the end of the play, the fact that he pushes him and as long as he gets him out. But the thing is, right here should be a tackle out of bounds, which that'll be 1, 2, 3. That'll be about 8 yards from the end zone, instead of about where he is about 1.5, 2 yards from the end zone. So it does make slightly a difference, but at the point, my main point is the tackling on this play. He saves a touchdown here. Could do better. Could gain you like 5 extra yards for your defense to work with, which they're probably going to score regardless. But hey, you never know. Or down here, when he breaks down and then tries to go, he gets kind of run right by. So working on that, not necessarily breaking down, which I get, you're trying not to over pursue, but it's just a little thing. I get what he was thinking. It's not the biggest deal. Just something I like to share. All right, guys, here is a not so good play. Here is a play in coverage. It's going to be this receiver. Oh, that kind of shows 2 receivers. It's going to be this guy right here on Cisco right here. What's going to happen is it's kind of a zone look, as you can see. They're looking at the quarterback, looking at the quarterback, looking at the quarterback, looking at the quarterback. There's a little bit man going over here. But in general, and just in this play, whether it's man or not, this receiver is the guy who's going to be in Cisco's zone right here, and Cisco is just going to get out physicaled. What's going to happen is the receiver is going to go right here, kind of going to go in here, then go back out up, just like that, and he's just going to physical Like he's going to get physical right where I circled on Cisco, and Cisco's just going to get pushed around, run right past, and it's going to be a completion. Let's go to watch this. There you go. There he goes. He got his man. He goes in right here. Right here, the receiver gets physical to get back out and get up, and Cisco gets kind of pushed out of the way, which leaves, see, Cisco is now gone. He is wide open by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's about 5 yards open, and the ball is already in the air. So there's no recovering from this. And then right here, he should make the tackle, but he's just too gone. He's not recovering. So this is not a good play by Andre Cisco right here. Well, let's watch it again in its entirety. There he is, physical, kind of backs up, catches, gone. It's at that right here. Cisco goes in and then goes too far and gets just the receiver gets a bit physical right here and gets that. The physicality is just what got Cisco. He just got shoved out of the play and then lost his footing, and that's it from there. Let's see if we can watch it from the other angle real quick. Yeah, you can see Cisco up here at the top. He just went out of the frame. There, you can see Cisco trailing, and he doesn't make the tackle. He gets his hand on him. Let's see, right there. So he's close to making the tackle, but he's just too far gone. So he doesn't make the tackle. The guy gets more yards after the catch. Guy gets the catch in the first place, getting open. Not a good play, not a good job. Cisco's got to work because receivers are going to be physical like that in the league. You can't just let somebody be physical and shove you to the ground. It's not how it's going to work in the league. You're not going to be able to get by if that's how you try and cover somebody. So let's go ahead and move on to the next play. All right, guys. So Cisco is right here, and this is going to be a run. So you're going to see these guys, they're going to pull this way, and then they're going to hand off, and it's going to go this way. And Cisco is going to immediately recognize this as soon as the play begins because he's going to see these guys pulling this way. Then he's going to see the process of the handoff as well. So what's going to happen is he's going to start to go down. He's going to break down a little bit, and then he's going to go. And what I like is he breaks down so he doesn't pursue just into a bunch of guys. He waits in case somebody misses their tackle or in case he breaks out of it, which sort of happened. Somebody still kind of got him, and then he gets in there and helps make the tackle. So let's just watch this from this angle real quick. There he goes. There he goes. He immediately recognizes it. There he goes, breaks down, then gets in there to help finish the tackle. Let's watch it from this angle real quick. There you go. You can see Cisco breaking down, setting the edge. He's setting it so that he can't run out there because he can't run in here because these guys got him in here. And if he tries, the only option left would be to try and cut it out here and maybe outrun this guy, which Carter is capable of doing, or just making him miss. But since Cisco breaks down smartly out here, he kind of sets the edge out here so that he can't do this because this guy is blocked. The guy who normally would somewhat set the edge is blocked. This guy is here to stop him from going here. And then you got Cisco setting the edge so that Carter can't go out there and just try and make this guy miss. So this guy is the guy who's trying to play two spots at once. So if Cisco wasn't breaking down, if Cisco was just coming down here, he could over pursue, he could make a miss, and then he's got room to go. So I like Cisco breaking down, setting the edge here, and then getting in to make the tackle. There we go. There he goes. Then he tries to go out. This guy does beat his block. But if this guy doesn't beat his block right here, that would leave just Cisco to make that tackle, exactly like I said. So great job by Cisco doing his job, setting the edge there. Let's go and watch that again. There you go. There's a handoff. There he goes. Goes outside. Cisco got him with the help of another tackler, obviously. But this is one of those situations where if that guy holds his block, it's a one-on-one with Cisco. And if Cisco wasn't playing his job properly like he did, then that'd be a big gain because cornerback is not making that play on Carter because Carter's going to be gone. So great job by Cisco here in the run game. Love to see it. Love to see a guy doing what he's supposed to do, setting the edge right there and getting in there, finishing. All right, guys, here is Cisco in kind of a linebacker alignment right here. And it's going to be Carter's going to run out here, and it's going to be a throw to him. So I don't really know what to draw to signal this. This tight end is going to block him. This guy is going to block him. And what's going to happen is Cisco is going to come down hard and get good push on this linebacker on this tight end, but he's not going to get past him, and it's going to force Carter outside. So Cisco doesn't really do anything. He just kind of pushes him farther outside so the corner can make a play right there. You see, watch Cisco come down. There he goes. He goes down, gets the good push on that tight end, and then just kind of gets blocked. So Cisco doesn't really do anything, but he does push Carter back. You can see Carter's run gets pushed back a little bit. Watch right here. Instead of running straight like that to where he can gain speed, he kind of has to go back a little bit, which does slow him down and it does save time. So getting that push right here by Cisco does help in that little benefit. See, he had to run instead of if there was nothing. Let me go back actually. Let's watch. There he goes. Right here. So he's going to grab it here, and if he could just go straight in a diagonal line, he's going to gain more speed, more momentum to just get going. But instead, they're going to get pushed back here, so he's going to have to go and then go back around, which, let me move this up here just now. So this, instead of going this way, he has to go this way, which it takes longer and it's a less yardage gain. So if this is eliminated, if he's blocked right here, he's got this pathway. But since he isn't, he gets pushed back to about here. He has to kind of stop and go back around. Let me draw this. So if they're stopped here, he can just go. But they're stopped here, so he has to go, and then he has to go back around. He has to go back and then go back around, which takes time and then lets this corner get up to be able to make the play on him, and Cisco doesn't really do anything after this. But Cisco getting that push, boom, you can see him instantly change to a different direction. Instead of just going straight, he goes like this, which this longer, that's hard to read, quicker. That's very poor. Yeah, I'm just going to clear that. But this way instead of this way. So I like that by Cisco, getting that push on a guy that's bigger than him. So there he goes. We'll watch it one more time, and then we'll watch it from the other angle. See if we can get a good view of him changing his run. See, he has to run out, which allows that corner to make the play, and Cisco's just there just in case. So yeah, let's move forward. All right, guys, so here is Cisco right here, and what's going to happen is it's going to be a throw this direction down here towards the bottom, and their receiver is going to be running this way, and Cisco is going to meet him. He's going to start to break down here so he doesn't get ran by or doesn't over pursue, and then him plus the corner are going to combine for the tackle, and Cisco is going to help that corner. So let's go watch here. Just like a safety, there he goes, catches this, and you can see Cisco, this corner is going to try and do this, but Cisco is going to meet him. He starts to break down here so that he can help this corner, and it low-key looks like the corner and Cisco kind of meet each other, but regardless, they combine to get this receiver down. So Cisco does his job of being a safety net, kind of preventing this guy from going to the house. Because this guy, if Cisco is not here, this guy could very easily hit the house, or in situations like when Kadarius Toney scored a touchdown for Florida, he just ran through him. So shoot, if Cisco just misses his tackle, because I was the case. A lot of the guys, they just ran into each other, and Toney just kept running. So Cisco gets down here, meets the running back, and the corner also helps. So we'll watch this real quick. There you go. Boom. You can see he tries to hurdle Cisco, but Cisco's not letting that happen, which is helped by him breaking down like he did. Boom. Watch that one more time from this angle. There he is. Cisco breaks down here. You can see this guy's already preparing to try and hurdle him, which Cisco is not going to let that happen. Cisco is breaking down here to make sure this guy does not clear him. Cisco breaking down here, proper tackling form. That's what you like to see, is proper tackling form. See, and then he goes in, makes sure that's not happening. Good job, Cisco. Let's watch it from this angle real quick. Here we go. Cisco's breaking down. Cisco's going in, and he wraps up. Make sure he goes down. Great job, Cisco, on that tackle. Here is Cisco's best play of the day right here. There's Cisco. And let's keep an eye down here on this matchup. This receiver is going to kind of run like a little – I don't really know what to call it. It's not a go, but it's also not a post. He's just kind of running sort of in a post go kind of thing. He's running straight the entire time, so I'll just call it a go. Shoot. It's a go kind of like this. And Cisco is going to kind of tail off this way up a little bit into his zone, his deep zone. And then he's going to start watching the quarterback's eyes. And he's going to see the quarterback's eyes go this way. And then he's going to start fading towards this deep route because nobody else is deep. There's this side that's going deep. There's this side going deep. And then there's this side going deep. He sees Sam Howell's eyes go towards this side of the field. So he starts to fade this way. And then Sam Howell throws the ball. And he just flies undercuts it, picked off. Let's go ahead and watch this play. Let's watch it play through, and then I'll start pausing it. There he goes. Watch the bottom of the screen. Guy gets separation. Cisco fades over. Cisco runs right over, picked off. That's Cisco's ball. And then let the return begin. Cisco is getting great yards after the catch as well. Great job by Cisco there. Let's go ahead and now watch that one more time. So let's go to watch. All right, so you're going to see Cisco. He's going to begin to kind of fade this way into his deep zone, but he's already eyeing the quarterback. He's watching Sam Howell's eyes, which that's a great thing by safety, but he's going to go this way. So let's go ahead and watch that. There, you can see him start to fade that way. Then he kind of looks, he glances this way really quickly, and then his eyes go back to the quarterback. Right here at this point, he's looking at the quarterback and he sees Sam Howell looking this way. So he knows, nope, eliminate that. And then he sees this receiver going short and he sees this receiver kind of going deep in a good position. He sees the way Sam Howell is looking. So then he begins to speed up and swoop over this way. There, he's eyeing Sam Howell right now. If you look at his helmet is looking directly at Sam Howell, who is looking directly this way. And obviously this way eliminates boom, boom, and that leaves this guy here going deep. And then obviously it's one of those, if you're side by side, then you're gone. If you're just next to that receiver and you're going deep, or if you're next to the corner, you're gone. So Cisco is going to see where Sam Howell is looking. He's going to start to go this way. He's going to see this route going here. He's going to see the ball, and he's just going to swoop under it and just get going. Here he goes. He sees Sam Howell start to throw, and he's already starting to move this way. Then he's in a full motion as the ball is being thrown. He speeds up. This guy's in the dust. He starts to track the ball, slows down, goes under it, makes the catch, and then let the return begin. And he sees he's got blockers, so he follows his blocks. Then one of his guys just whiffs on a block. Great job. Then he just uses athleticism, speed, get to the other side of the field, pick up as much yards as you can. That's a great job. Let's go ahead and watch that one more time. There we go. There he goes, becomes a pursuit, undercut. That's Cisco's football now. Then great return afterwards, making the most you can of that return, outrunning guys, escaping tackles. Great job. Let's watch it from this angle real quick. All right, here we go. Howell immediately looks this way the entire time. So Cisco just has to look at Howell's eyes and automatically know where he's going. Begins to throw. You can see Cisco at this point is just going right under. Cisco is looking at that football. Let me get this. You can see Cisco is tracking that ball now. He's slowing down to make sure he can make that catch. And he's going to. There he is. He jumps, catches, snag, gone. Let the return begin. That's just fantastic. Fantastic safety play. Played it as perfectly as you can. He kind of faded away, so he didn't. So that allowed Howell to immediately think he could throw that football, because that's how Howell's going to kind of decide if he wants to throw this, is where, because there's one safety deep. There is just Cisco deep. And if Cisco starts to go this way, towards this side of the field, that means your guy should be open. But Cisco knows that. So he's going to fade slowly to where he's not going to over fade away. He's going to see Howell, then he's going to begin his fade this way, and then he's going to see the ball getting thrown, and he's going to pick up the speed and just swoop under and make that interception. Great job. Great job. There we go. Begins. My ball. Great job. That's just perfect safety play. Boom. And then the fact he makes the catch, not a pass breakup, it's a pick. Cisco's a ball hawk. He knows what he's doing. He's got good hands. He's going to make a ton of interceptions, which that's just fantastic. Helping out his corner as well. That's just beautiful. Let's watch that one more time from beginning to end and from both angles. There we go. Fades away. Direction. Pick. Return. End that. If only Syracuse defense is actually nice. They had Ifeatu Melifonwu, who I think that was actually the cornerback who was in coverage. And I'm a big fan of Ifeatu. Yeah, I think that's how it's Ifeatu Melifonwu. If you guys didn't watch my cornerback rankings, I had him pretty high on there, but there it is. Boom. Great job by Andre Cisco. Fantastic job. Perfect safety play. Let's go on. All right, guys. So here is Cisco right here. And it's going to be just like earlier. Same thing. It's going to be, he's going to run out here, and it's going to be a throw, screen kind of thing. And he's going to block him. He's going to block him. Same tight end as earlier as well. I think that's a tight end at least. They're kind of big like a tight end. But this time, tight end knows how Cisco is going to come. He's going to come barreling down on him, and he's going to try and get that big impact push. This time, he's going to go low, which is just going to completely trip Cisco, send Cisco to the ground so that he has no impact on it. Let's watch this. There he goes. There goes barreling down. Goes low, tripped, just gets jumped over by the running back. Boom. The tight end know how Cisco is going to come down, and Cisco wasn't prepared for it. So he just got sent to the ground. And I think that's Javonte. Yeah, that's Javonte. Javonte just went right over him. So Cisco would have had more of an impact if he was prepared for that, but he was just going full speed down, and the tight end knew exactly what he was going to do to counter what Cisco did last time, because Cisco is gaining a lot of momentum. That's the thing. No matter how much stronger this tight end, how much stronger, bigger this tight end is than Cisco, Cisco's got 5 yards of momentum, of full speed momentum built up that this guy had to run out here and prepare for. So he's going to get pushed back regardless. So this guy knows, okay, just let me go low. Let me trip him, which he does perfectly. And Javonte is able to just jump over that body on the ground and slip through some other tackles and gain, I believe, 17. So let's go watch this from here. There you go. This tight end's going to go low instead of up like a proper block because he's like, oh, he'll just trip, which he does, or I'll just trip him if he just tries to run full speed and doesn't break down to prepare for it. Because if he broke down like he does sometimes, like he does often when he's trying to tackle, if he breaks down here, this guy's going to go low right here. So if you break down a little bit so that you're not going full speed and he goes low, you're just going to be able to run. You're just going to be able to stop, run around him and make the play on Javonte Williams instead of ending up a body on the ground, just getting jumped over. So that's what I like to see is you just got played by your own game right there. The tight end knew exactly how you were going to come down like he did last time, and he prepared for it. You didn't. You ended up on the ground getting jumped over. So not a great job by Cisco doing the same thing. Guy adjusts to it and knows exactly how he's going to block you this time. Because, see, if he gets pushed back like he did before, he's going to end up here. So Javonte is going to have to go around just like Carter did. And these guys are probably going to be able to make the play by then instead of him going through and slipping through. So great job by this tight end adjusting. Not a great job by Cisco. Let's move on. All right, guys. So Cisco is right here. And in this one, Cisco is kind of playing his deep zone right around here. And this guy is going to break and run a dig across the field. And once he makes the cut, he's going to beat his corner. And Cisco should be there to kind of run there and give help. But Cisco isn't really paying that much attention that way. He's looking at the quarterback situation, which is he's getting pressured and he's starting to roll out that way. So Cisco is in his zone back here. This guy is going this way and he's running across. And then as soon as Cisco notices when he's right here, this guy is beat. So Cisco should be there to help in front. But instead, Cisco doesn't really start helping until he's even. As they say, you're even, you're leaving. As he's even with the receiver. So they're running like kind of side by side. So it's risky because he is open, in my opinion. If Sam Howell decides to just tuck it and run, but if Sam Howell can buy himself just enough time to throw it, I think he could fit it in, and that'd be a touchdown. So let's go ahead and watch this play. There we go. Cisco goes into his zone. There he goes. He beats his corner, and then there's Cisco. Cisco just kind of doesn't start to do anything or do any movement until he's even with the receiver. And a receiver, if you're even, you're leaving. And if you watch, that receiver is open. If Sam Howell just goes farther towards the 20 and throws it on the run, he's got a wide open man in the end zone. So I think Cisco could do a little bit better job helping his receiver in his deep zone, or helping his corner in the deep zone than he does, because he just doesn't do anything. He just ends up leaving two guys running after him instead of one. So that's a wide open receiver who could be a touchdown if instead of, let's watch the quarterback situation. Yeah, this should be a touchdown. Watch this, because here he's going to be open. Nobody's coming down here. There's no like linebackers coming down here. So if he just runs straight sideways, rolls out, looks downfield, throws it not sidearm. What am I saying? Throws it on the run, you're going to be able to get a touchdown. Let's watch it through and see if I'm stupid or not. Because there he is. See, he decides instantly to run upfield instead of sideways because your man is open now. At this point, he should be able to see that he's got an open guy right here. I know this is not a Sam Howell thing, but my point is this should be a touchdown. Sam Howell kind of messes it up by going for the run instead of running more towards the 20, more sideways, more lateral, because then you'd be able to make the throw to your wide open guy here because Cisco is trailing him and the corner is trailing even more. Cisco could do a better job helping his corner. That's my take on that, because he doesn't really do anything. He just stays in the same spot in his zone until the guy's directly in front of him. That's about what I got to say. Let's move on. All right, guys. Here is Cisco right here. what he's doing is he's trying to blitz, and this is a run. So this does not really work out well for him. He's going to try and blitz, and he's going to get pushed out. So he's going to get pushed around and have to turn around, and it's going to leave a gaping hole for the running back to run through. So it's his job here to just blitz as fast as he can. It's kind of what a safety blitz is, trying to get to the quarterback as fast as you can unblocked. But he gets pushed out around, which sends him around, so he has to turn around. And by that time, the running back is gone, and there is nobody over here. Cisco would have been the only guy to save it. So let's go watch it. Here we go. So he gets pushed out, which leaves this much space with one blocker as well. So if Cisco didn't pursue as fast, which I'm really picking at a straw right now because it's Cisco's job to just go as quick as he can the second the ball is snapped to try and get around, get the sack. But in this case, it ended up being a run, which kind of bit Cisco, you know where, which just kind of left him open because there was nobody to set this edge. So that's just unfortunate there. And then you see Cisco's just getting blocked back here. So he can't even fully just turn around, which that leads to a huge gain by Michael Carter. So not much Cisco can do there because it's his job, like I said, to just get ready to go as soon as the ball is snapped, just go full speed. And then he just gets blocked. And yeah, that's a wrap there. So let's move on. I just want to say something. He doesn't really do anything, but look at where Cisco is. Is he lined up at middle linebacker? Because we got corner, I believe corner, and then you got safety and linebacker. So unless they just rolled out all DBs, because DB, that would leave two. And he's lined up in the middle, so is Cisco lined up at linebacker, middle linebacker? I don't know. I could just be stupid. You could call me stupid in the comments if you think I am. But looks like he's playing middle linebacker for this snap, which is kind of funny. But let's move on. All right, guys. So that's all for the film. That was a good game. Cisco had a pretty good game. He had a couple moments where he could have been better, but he had great moments like that interception. It was fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed part one of Andre Cisco when he played UNC. He didn't play too much during 2020 because of the ACL, but he's a good player. I'm excited for him. How do you guys feel about him being drafted in the third round? How do you feel about him as a player? How do you think the Jags are going to use him? All that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that. Make sure to turn on notifications because there's going to be a video every single day as long as I can do it. So hope you guys are enjoying. Didn't wear a hat today. Didn't feel like it. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace.